Hello, 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 Leos. How is everybody doing? Welcome, welcome. I'm getting ready to do your reading for the week of the 7th through the 13th. My name is Patty. I am Divine Warrior Intuitive. If you like this channel, like what you hear, definitely like, share, subscribe. I appreciate it. I'm a little different tarot. I do astrology, numerology, but a lot of mine, as you see on the thumbnail, it says divine guided, divine driven, because I get a lot of downloads from divine, and that's where my messages come from, mostly intuitive and what divine is sharing with me. The cards are to actually show you what is going on with you and what you come to tarot for. So let's get started. We do have a new moon that just passed. I'm recording this on the 3rd. So if you look down below in the description, I do have a new moon planet reading that goes for about 2 weeks up till the full moon. Okay, so you might want to watch that because definitely those energies are in play. If you're feeling a little weepy, a little sensitive, emotional, that's the new moon in Pisces, along with let's see who we got moving around up there. Definitely we got a conjunction, 3 conjunction, a trine conjunction. So it's doing with Venus and Mars and Mercury. Mercury's playing around up there. So watch the video, all right? And again, if you want to support my channel, just subscribe. If you're a subscriber, you will get to have free readings and free coaching. Again, go to divinewarriorintuitive.com and see what type of coaching I do. So let's get started. This deck here, for those that are brand new, is Divine's deck. I only use it for Divine. It's his download to you while you're coming to tarot, what he wants to tell you for this week, and possibly even further. Hey, Felix, thank you. Yes, we're almost to St. Patty's Day. I wish it was my day, but it's not. St. Patrick's Day. Yes, that's what we're going to be doing that next week's reading. So yes, definitely. Thank you. I hope everybody is okay over there. Again, just keep Ukrainian prayers, guys. We all need, prayer is so powerful. Meditation is so powerful. And if we do it in numbers, it just increases the power of that energy to squish the darkness. All right. So please keep Ukraine and those people in prayer, and the world. Trust me, because we don't know what Mr. Putin is going to do. So definitely it could affect all of us. All right. So here we go. That was quite an introduction. All right. Okay. So Divine's card for you. Definitely talking about your foundation and balance. What's going on with that? Where are you guys at? We really want to pay attention to that, that foundation and balance, because we look at it in 2 ways. Okay, if we are sort of like I used to be in the world way, twisted in my mind process, we'll look at it as the glass half full, half empty. Excuse me, half empty. Thank you. So half empty or half full. So what we want to do is we want to look more for the spiritual way of having our glass half full. Or is it full, or is it partly empty? So when we look at the negative versus the positive, this is our mindset and how we're thinking. Our foundation, our core is coming from that. Okay, so what I get by twisted is when I was more of a worldly person, a lot of that was based on a poor foundation of being abused as a kid. So, and then finding that the way that I thought love was and everything was totally twisted. Okay, but when I worked on my spirituality, just like maybe some of you guys are doing, then you look at things a little bit more full, a little bit more positive, a little bit more in the light, and not so much the dark. That is a process. That could be a lifetime process, could be just, a few months. It could be just getting through some trauma or PTSD that you might be going through. So the divine is saying, where is your foundation at? Where is your balance at? Where is your mindset from? Because he's talking about great and full. He wants you to think from a higher self, positive, light, and love. I just spoke to somebody yesterday that didn't understand really what I do. And as I explained to him, it's from a place of love and within. And that's where we begin to grow our foundation. He's like, oh, I get that. And because I could feel his auras and I could feel what was going on with him from his past and his current energies, he was sort of mind blown a little bit. And I sort of brought out, he's had trauma, some PTSD, but he has not had mentioned that to me at all. It's just the energies that he was portraying around. So these things you have to really look at with your foundation. Is your glass full or is it glass empty? Just ask yourself out of the blue sometime during today, is that glass full or half empty? And whatever your immediate response is, that's how your thought process is working. Now, if it goes negative, that's half empty. Then you need to work on more of a love, a light, a higher vibrational thinking process. All right. That's all I'm going to say about that. I don't know who this is for, but definitely somebody's foundation is off a little bit, and it can change. It can skyrocket like no tomorrow. We have the planets' energies. And I tell you, everybody, if this is your first time watching, the Divine's card is energy. I will call him he. However, he is energy, right? The planets send out energy, receive energy, and that kind of a thing. The moon, the sun, and where they're all at, okay? I can't make this up. So the same energy in the numerology is 4. So they're both number 4. They're both saying, where is your foundation? Where is your boundaries? Where is your standards, your integrity, and everything going on? And Divine is saying, I didn't even look at this card, but the Divine was saying, stay in the positive, stay in the higher vibration, stay in the light. Okay, so are the planets. The Fire Prince is about optimism versus aggression. Okay, optimism versus aggression. So where is your foundation at? If you have more tendencies to go to the darker side, your shadow side, as we call it, that is where, again, your glass is half empty. That is a world. That is a first dimensional thinking. And to get yourself to that second dimensional, which is where spirit lies, the second dimension is where we can't see, touch, or feel, but sometimes we get downloads. In fact, this gentleman had downloads. He didn't even know that they were downloads. He goes, I keep sometimes doing this, and he didn't even have a clue that what was happening to him was actually supernatural. He just thought, this is weird. I don't know what it means. Now I explained it to him. So hopefully this is something that he pays attention to. All right. So again, are you more optimistic? Are you more pessimistic? Are you assertive or are you aggressive? There's a huge difference. And if you don't know the difference, please Google the two and see the difference, because that is, again, that low vibrational energy, aggression versus assertiveness. Big difference, especially if you're in business or in a relationship. I mean, even some of our words, we can actually mean to share something, but it comes out aggressive when you meant it to be assertive. Okay, so pay attention to that this week a little bit. Again, this is going to be sort of a emotional, sensitive week, especially probably for the next 2 days, or if you're watching this from the 3rd to say the 5th, because these planets and the sun and the moon, the way that they're opposite of each other right now, there's turmoil because Pluto's involved. Pluto's all about violence and war and aggression, and that's probably why this came up, is because Pluto, that aggression energy is there. Okay, but the optimist side is Pisces. Pisces is very kind, very loving, very sensitive, and that kind of thing. But Pisces can also make their own turmoil. Okay, so be real careful of that. Again, really, I think this is just sort of an internal week to see which way you're thinking, because this will affect your relationships, your work. This will affect everything that you do. And thank you. And he says that it will have a ripple effect. It doesn't end with you. So the way that you move forward in whatever you do, whether it be positive or negative, there's a ripple effect. Okay. And a lot of the times, I have to say, because I was texting a friend yesterday, and I hate texting. I mean, I love it, but I hate it. I have a love-hate relationship. If you want to text me something, a question, great. But if you want to do a discussion, please call me, because there's so much that can get misconstrued or whatever in a text. Again, when you think you're assertive, it's coming across aggressive. It is not a good way to communicate. It is not. It's just not. I don't know who that's for, but stop texting and pick up the phone and call them, because there's a lot of intonation, a lot of stuff that is going on. Are these upside down? No. Okay. I'm going back to the old way of doing this for a little bit. I just, you know, and I'm back in my leather shop. There's some energy in the house that I'm fighting. It's like a claustrophobic energy. And I don't know what I don't know what's going on. We got some really strange stuff going on in the house, and I want to stay away from those energies. So I'm doing this back in my shop, and this is my comfort zone here anyway. Okay. All right. So we start out with the Six of Wands in reverse, which means that somebody is, Six of Wands in the upright is about a victory, something that is happening. Somebody feels defeated. Somebody feels like they've failed. Somebody feels like there's an issue going on. That's Pluto energy. Don't worry about it right now. There's a lot of unstableness of what's going on through communication. I don't know who that's for. But these two things, it's like, again, that dark force or that low vibrational energy is trying to suck you down. We'll see if that devil card comes up. Boy, I did that in a reading last week, and he popped right up. But the thing is, the devil or the death card, because that's a separation. Definitely. Something's trying to separate you. And what they're trying to separate is this right here between this. They don't want it to happen. Okay? There is creating that war, that violence, that turmoil. That Pisces energy can create its own again. So be really mindful. Is this something that you created? Or is this the outside circumstances pushing those darker energies and those vibrations in that is trying to make you that way? Because again, we're in very emotional energies. We're in very sensitive energies right now. And Pluto is at the front until we get till about the 17th, I think. And Pluto is just there, that aggression energy again. It's trying to make you think, you know, you're not all that in a bag of chips, you know, and you are everything. Oh no, you're not reversing places. No, you don't. Okay, so we also have the Nine of Swords, which again, whatever this is, turmoil that is going on with someone right now, it's really making you lose sleep. But I'll tell you, it's almost done. It's almost done. Definitely, again, it is almost done. Whatever you're losing sleep about, I don't think this is, I don't think it's about money. We'll get some clarification on that, because at the very end, your challenge card is the Page of Pentacles. So it might be a message, this is your challenge card, it might be a message that you're mishandling money incorrectly. And again, where that glass is half full, half empty. When we think about money, do we do it? Here's where people get into trouble, where I got into trouble. I mean, back in the day, I did a bankruptcy because I was so messed up about my finances and where my head is. But if you have your head straight in the spiritual realm, into where divine is, you'll never be without money. Never. Never. Because he will always provide. Because if you stay in the second dimension with him and you follow and he guides you and keeps moving you, then you're actually doing everything in obedience, and he will reward you with that. And I won't get into that. That's a coaching thing. But I'll tell you, I've been there. I've walked that life. I've walked where I was facing the police in a cell. I was facing all kinds of crap, but I was doing it to myself. So, got to ask your question. Are you doing it to yourself? And this, again, we're back to that number 4, the boundary, the foundation, or is it the circumstances that are doing it to you? Because you have the power to get over both of those. I'll tell you right here and now, you have the power within you to break through your circumstances and anything out there, and also make wiser and choicer, better decisions for your future. This is your center card. This is the 3 of Wands. This is to acknowledge that, and this is at the center. This is where your power is. This is where your future can hold. So whatever you're going through that you feel defeated, somebody's depressed, somebody has anxiety, you're not defeated. And you didn't mess up, because there comes strength through whatever you're going through, okay? Again, this is a decision you're going to have to make on how you want to move, either worldly or spiritually, in your decisions and your mind process, okay? This worldly person, somebody, I don't know who this is for, but this person is worldly, and they're living in their past pain, they're living in their past environment, they're living in their past trauma, their PTSD. Would you slow down? PTSD and trauma, they're living in, I can just see this movie just going by so flippin' fast of all this stuff that happened in the past, and even though they might not be living as a victim, that they can see it, other people can see it. Because this person, if they complain a lot, or they make excuses a lot, then they have to recognize, oh yeah, I am really making a lot of excuses. That again is not getting your glass full. That is owning it, is getting your glass full. Going to a higher level is saying, oh yeah, that did happen to me, but I need to stop that, because that's the past. That is not who defines me today. Okay, this is going to be a huge challenge for somebody. Really huge challenge, because somebody out there, I don't know who's watching this, you don't recognize the things that you're doing. When you have to make an excuse and make an excuse and make an excuse, that glass is half empty again. There's those low vibrational thinking. There's all that kind of stuff. And that's where this challenge is, because the message coming in, it's like somebody's already clicked off because they don't want to deal with that past or the past pain. But this is where their regression comes from. Okay, this is where the boundaries and the balance are off. All right, so this first thing that I want to come out with as far as clarification on this Six of Wands in reverse, I want to see what Divine has to say about this, and what type. Divine, can you share what type of turmoil? Because you've got three things here. Yes, we've got truth. Yes, I get what you're saying as far as great and full, and I get what you're having share with the energies of the planets. I get that. However, I need to know what type of turmoil somebody is working with, please. Are these upside down? No. Oh my goodness. Okay. So we have the Ten of Swords, which means, and it's in reverse, guys. It means something hasn't completed. And you've also got the 9. You've got 3 nines, basically. You've got another 9 of Swords. So again, somebody is letting this eat them up to the point that they can't even think. Okay, and this is something that you just got to let go. So when you let go, this will all end. Whatever this is, and I don't mean anything to harm you or anything. I mean about the turmoil that you're going through. You know, because sometimes when we get into depression or anxiety, we think that there's no way out or no hope. There is. There is. There always is. And I can tell you that from experience. I can tell you from my past way of living in the world that whatever is eating you up, if you release it and let go of it and say, Divine, please take it over. When I go to bed, please take it over. I can't do this anymore. I need you to guide me and help me. Sometimes it'll come in a dream. Sometimes it'll come in just a message the next day. Or sometimes you'll see a sign or a confirmation or whatever it is. But somebody just got to know it's almost done. Whatever it is, you just have to be the one to say, okay, I need to release it to the universe, to Divine, and let it go. And he's going to bring it through. He's going to make the outcome better for me because I'm letting it go. All right. All right. Let me see what else we've got here. This is and I'm going to go clarify for the Three of Wands in the center, because this is definitely about your future. And I want to see here, again, I will tell you from experience, I'm not going to go into coaching, but the more that you change your mindset to a positive glass full, your foundation and your boundaries and everything in your core will change. And even your mindset will begin to change, because your spirit wants to take over. Your spirit is love and light. It wants to take over. And that's where that positive high energy comes from. All right. All right, let's see. Ooh, too many cards. I'm going to take these bottom three. Ace of Wands. Yeah, something new is coming. Something new in this relationship. It's also, yeah, the Eight of Swords. Here we go again with the Eight of Swords, that victim. But it's in reverse this time. So your future is that you are going to let go of this. It's beautiful, but you got to have patience through it. So I will tell you, it is a process. This is a process. Whatever you're going through, it is a process. It is going to get better. And if you're not sure how to do that, you always have my videos either here or on Get Balance 2020 on how to help you change your mindset, or you always have my email, because everything is free. If you're a subscriber, everything is free, so that you can just email me and tell me what's going on. Like this guy, he didn't even know he was going through some supernatural gifts, and he now is like, oh, I'm going to pay attention to those and see what happens. So definitely, but this is eating somebody up. Relax, breathe. Somebody's just like got their shoulders lifted. They're really tense. They're just like, I can see actually one employee I work with that does this, and you have to go on and just lower their vibrations, just calm their vibrations by putting your hands on their shoulders and breathing, and they begin to breathe, and it's like, oh, I didn't even know they were that high, because that makes you tense. Okay. The other thing is on this energy here, whoever this is, somebody's aggression, somebody is living through their past pain, somebody is living very aggressively, almost to the point where if you don't go their way, it's like, oh, screw you, bye. Where that's pride and ego out of pain and suffering. So this aggression, that's the only way they know, because that's the only way that they have learned. So what they don't understand is, yes, their perspective is one way, but another person's perspective, you need to listen to that to understand, and maybe the anger will go away, the aggression will go away. I don't know who that's for, but your past pain and hardness, divine is saying, need to release it, because I need you to look at things with the glass more full. The things that you have, the things that you desire, the things that you want, the things that I've got ready to give you, and they're sitting there waiting for you, but you're so negative and your mindset is so into hate and listening to the news and listening to social media and listening to I just see all these things, and you're so stuck on the world that you cannot see the beauty that is supposed to be in your hands. Not coming to you, but in your hands. So you got to be really, really mindful on how you are being optimistic or pessimistic or aggressive or assertive. All right. So Leos, that's your reading for this week. But also too, we've got the, remember the new moon. Watch that video. That's going to go till the full moon. Again, Pluto is there to fight. And that fight is between you internally and your mind. So you've got this, again, that spiritual battle video that I did, that's going on right now. Pluto energy is there. Mercury energy is there. And those trine that's going on, that is going to go through, and this is the last time we're going to have planets dealing with Pluto for a year, yay, will slowly dissipate through the month. So watch that if you enjoy astrology. It's just a summary. I don't go into all the trines and sextiles and quincunxes. I don't go into that. I just give you the summary of what's sort of happening with the planets. All right. So don't forget to subscribe. I appreciate all the support of my subscribers. And then don't forget to like and share. If you think this is relevant for somebody, share it with them. Hopefully it will help them. That's what my tarot is about. It's a modern tarot is what they call it, to help you through your struggles, your challenges, questions that you're not sure of, and where divine can download and help me help you. All right. Yes, definitely. Again, in the very beginning, I said, please keep Ukraine in your prayers. And yes, Felix, again, I say that. Please keep Ukraine and the world, because, again, we don't know what Putin's going to do. We don't know how far he's going to go. So we need to also, I hate to say it, guys, pray for Putin, because he is one lost soul and one evil soul, very, very dark soul. So, even keeping him in prayers that, divine touches him in love and light, because he really needs it. All right, we'll talk to you on your next reading. Again, new moon reading down below. Like, share, subscribe, and I will see you on your next reading. Don't forget to walk in absolute truth and love. Bye, Felix. Thank you for stopping in. You always support me. I love it. Thank you. Take care. Okay.